2018, we hit 50 orders a day. We hit 50 orders a day at a customer acquisition cost of 30% of average order value with the 75% gross margin in the business. And we predictably knew that if we do nothing tomorrow, we'll still get at least 45 orders and we'll still clock at least 30,000 rupees on our website. And everything else is bonus, right? When you achieve this place where you're sort of break even, making a little bit of money on first order, and if you do the same things over and over again, you will be able to scale predictably. That is what I would call product market fit. Now, from there, what happened over the next 2 years? We got a 100x growth. We went from 50 to 5,000 orders just by doing the same things more and more, scaling more and more and doing better. Now, I can't say that 5,000 would have gone to 50,000 on my website. I don't know how big we could have gotten at Dr. Vaidya's. But what I do know is that once we got this set, from one warehouse in Bombay, we used to reach 5,000 customers a day. We had 2 million transacting customers across 16,500 pin codes, right? That is really the power of digital business, that once you get it right, you can replicate and scale exponentially or very fast using the same playbook.
I think the whole way to look at what are the tools I need to use, they should think about, hey, there are a bunch of tools in the pre-checkout, checkout. Just to repeat, pre-checkout is the store builder, marketing automation, and stuff around it to make the product that you have or the SKU that you have to come alive and look very beautiful in a store environment. Then there is marketing automation tool to look at if I have to deploy marketing automation on Google or Facebook or Instagram for that matter, is it making sense? So have a bunch of tools around it. There are many and more. And there are some innovative ideas that have come out in the last year or so. Then this checkout, there are plain vanilla payment gateway, and there are custom built payment products that are there available to help brands to do a quick checkout, like Go Quick, Express Lanes of the world. And the last but not least is there are enough and more logistics players or and orchestration players, customer support. So these are the three buckets of environment/tools that D2C founders should look at.
Fundamentally, we are running businesses that should generate profit, that should make significant contribution margin and be long-term sustainable. What am I looking for in a founder? That doesn't change actually. When I look at a business or I look at a prospective investment, there are basically three things. The first thing is 50% of my weightage would go on the founder. We invest at the early stage. And so who is that person? Why will they fight through tough times? What's the purpose and what's their right to win? Like for example, if you look at Rishi before he started GOAT as well, right? He had all the relevant experience to be able to build a business in this space, right?
Leafy Affair as a brand is definitely different now compared to just a year back. And I think a lot of early stage D2C brands would still be in, there, right? So I think more than anything, it's the community and, mentorship, which is really important. And I've been very lucky to have Arjun mentor me for a long time. And he still mentors me. We get on calls, and that has really, really helped, because at times you just do not know which direction to take. There are blocks that you see, maybe it's just for your eyes, or it's really a big block, or you just it's overwhelming. So those two things are very important. And also being part of accelerator programs, right? Incubation programs, that has definitely helped me out.
I think the two classical differences, accessibility and ability to harness data that is coming by using the technology to take decisions on a daily basis, right? And then those are two distinct differences than a native brand versus a prima facie D2C brand today. Let me come each one of those, right? What do I mean by access to technology? Nothing that what you're using today did not exist back in the days. But back to do a simple capture an order and fulfill the order would have taken you n number of clicks across, say, a dozen windows, like Amazon or Flipkart and few others enjoy. Now, the same what they enjoyed a decade back is now at a fingertip of a nano D2C brand, and which platforms like us and others are bringing in a seamless manner, and most of them are not even charging anything for it. I think that's the biggest differentiator.
No, the hype is real, but I think there is enough reason why. Recently, Arjun also posted about AI influencer, and I mean, there's a whole revolution happening. I even read that article, right? So there are so many roles that are going to be very well replaced by AI. I think copywriters are already experiencing that, and AI is helping brands especially grow so so rapidly and so much better. Because see, for a brand, one of the important things of brand building is content itself, right? Content, the visuals, and that's where AI revolution has started. And its contributions to the industry, it's amazing. Be it visuals, be it copy, be it video editing, be it all of these things. It's replacing Canva, it's replacing copywriters. um, the hype is not too hyped up.
And very mature to hear from her. She said, the next, this is here to stay, but a skill will now be how to write the prompt and get the most efficiency out of the tool as well, right? And so we were just talking about, but I think it was interesting, and it is interesting, but it's also scary, right? If you think about it, like now we're all smiling and laughing about this virtual influence, and it's cool, and the brand campaigns and stuff like that. But think about it, if like 25% or 30% of your Instagram feed becomes virtual characters, not real people, and then you stop sort of losing the distinction
In real
between what's
and
real.
yeah.
That's very scary, very very scary for me.
So only thing I came out with is future there will be rise of solo entrepreneurs whose co-founder will be AI, personalized AI, who is only transactional. Like she will only listen what this person says and say, "What I want you to do this, I want you to find this and that," and pretty much everything that you know about the venture model would change, right? That okay, solo founder is bad. It should ideally be two founders, and that's the beginning, right? And largely, I think it's going to be a huge at the beginning, and this is my assessment. At the beginning, it will be a huge productivity booster, right? Because across plane, newer tools will just mushroom up, which smart founders will just adapt and adopt and make use of.
See, we need to understand that online, offline are just ways of reaching the customer, right? So I think earlier we used to really think of, and I've talked about it, that we think of both as being very different channels or different businesses. It's not. It's finally the product that the consumer is buying. I think a lot of brands, when they realize that the growth is kind of, the growth is coming at a huge cost when they push online only, they look at offline as an opportunity. The positives and negatives of both channels are known. In offline, if you go offline, you have to spread your inventory. You might have some fixed costs if you are taking up a store, but then you might be, or you would be in a mall or a market where there is traffic, and therefore your CACs might come down. So therefore, as you are building a brand towards a long term, you really find the right time where you believe that you have leverage all the opportunities that you have in online, and beyond that it's becoming expensive to grow it or grow it faster. Look for online opportunities to expand, offline opportunities to expand, and keep a right balance between offline and online depending on how you want to build the business.